Hey everyone, and welcome to Smart Hustle. You know, we're all taught that a good salary is the key to financial security, right? But what if I told you it's actually a trap? Yeah, a trap designed to keep you stuck. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this salary trap that millions of people fall into, and most of them don't even see it happening.
I mean, really, just stop and think about it for a second. If a salary is supposed to make you rich, then why do most people work for like 40 years and still struggle with money? It doesn't add up, does it? There's a piece of the puzzle that's missing here.
And here's where it gets really interesting. The trap, well, it isn't your job, and it's not even your salary. Nope, it's something way deeper, something that's kind of baked into the whole system. And I promise you, once you see what it is, you are never, ever going to look at your paycheck the same way again.
You know, from the time we're kids, we're basically handed this blueprint for success. It's this traditional formula that almost everyone is told to follow. It's a very clear step-by-step path.
You know the drill. Go to school, get good grades, land a good job, and of course, earn a salary. That's the promise, right? Follow those steps and you'll be financially secure. But hang on a second. If that formula actually worked, why are so many incredibly hardworking people still living paycheck to paycheck? Why the struggle?
Okay, so to figure out why that formula is so broken, we've got to pop the hood and see how this whole salary thing really works. Because there are some hidden rules, some serious limits built right into the system.
All right, here's hidden rule number 1. Your salary. It's what the fancy economists call linear income. All that really means is you're trading your time for money. Simple as that. You work an hour, you get paid for an hour. You put in a day's work, you get a day's pay. It's a one-for-one swap. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. You can't escape. There are only 24 hours in a day. That's it. It's a hard ceiling. And because your income is directly tied to those hours, your earning potential has a built-in cap. You can get a raise, sure, but you can't create more time. And that is where the whole system starts to fall apart for most people. Now, what happens when people do start earning more money? Well, something kind of funny happens. Their lifestyle, it just expands to match the new income. Suddenly, it's a bigger apartment, a newer phone, more streaming services, you know the deal, more expenses. This sneaky little thing is called lifestyle inflation, and it's a master at keeping people running in place financially even after they've been working for years. But listen, as bad as lifestyle inflation is, it's not even the main event. It's not the real trap. The one thing that truly keeps people financially chained for decades is something else. And it's the one that most people just never, ever see coming.
All right, this is it. This is the absolute core of the issue. The ultimate trap. It has nothing to do with how much you're earning. It's all about dependency. That's the word. Complete and total financial dependency. Think about it. When your entire life, your home, the food you eat, everything is riding on that one single paycheck, the money hose shuts off the second you stop working. No work means no salary. And no salary means no income, period. Just ask yourself these questions, honestly. What would happen if you lost your job tomorrow? What if your company has layoffs? Or what if you get sick and just can't work? For most people, the answer is, well, it's terrifying, right? Because just like that, poof, your income is gone. That total reliance on one source, that is the trap hiding in plain sight. So, the big question is, how do you get out of this trap? Well, it all starts with a choice between two totally different ways of thinking. We're not just talking about earning more money here. We're talking about the huge difference between just earning and actively building.
Okay, let's picture two people. They make the exact same salary. Let's call the first one person A, the spender. They make money, they spend money on their lifestyle. Pretty standard. But then there's person B, the builder. They do something completely different. They take a piece of that same salary and use it to build assets. Things like investments, or maybe they start a small side hustle.
Now, in year 1, you probably couldn't tell their lives apart. They look identical. But let's jump ahead 10 years. Whoa, now their financial worlds are on different planets. Person A, still on that hamster wheel, trading time for money. But person B, their assets are now making money for them, even while they're sleeping. And that, my friends, is the game-changing difference between just earning money and actually building wealth.
And this is where the Smart Hustle solution comes in. It's all about shifting your perspective, completely changing the way you look at that paycheck when it hits your bank account. Look, let me be super clear about this. The salary itself is not the bad guy here. In fact, it can be an amazing tool. The real enemy is depending on only the salary. That's the habit that keeps people stuck, often for their entire careers.
People with a smart hustle mindset, they just see it differently. They don't just see a paycheck as money for rent and groceries. They see it as fuel. It's fuel to buy assets. It's fuel to start new income streams. It's the fuel you use to get to the point where your money is the one doing the heavy lifting for you, not the other way around.
Because at the end of the day, that's the real goal, isn't it? To finally snap that chain connecting your time to your income, to stop trading your precious hours for dollars, and to start having your money work for you. Your salary is the launch pad, not the destination. What do you think? Do you agree?